Hey everyone, here we are. It's day 11, and I am so excited that you guys continue to work hard and work your business. Couple of things I just want to check in. I hope you guys are remembering to like the posts after you have completed your assignment, or if there were specific requests in the assignment, such as posting things in comments, that you're doing so that I can help keep track of that as well. And I want to be sure that you guys are using your notebook. Make sure that the binder, the notebook, whatever you decided to use with this program, that you are making notes in it and making sure that you're documenting everything that you've been doing, both your successes, the things that you're struggling with, the activities that you're doing. We want to use this as a guide, because I can tell you, I still go back and I reference all of the similar tasks that we've been talking about on a regular business throughout my business. So different times, if I realize, my goodness, I'm really struggling in this area, or I wonder what's different this month, or I really want to up my game because we have an incentive happening and maybe I just need to get some extra PRV points, then I go back through and I truly do duplicate the things that we're going to be discussing, that we have discussed and we're going to continue to discuss. So make sure you're making good notes and keeping track of this stuff so that you can not only do it for yourself, but as your team grows, you can teach your team to do these exact same tasks and such. So that's the first thing I want to cover. The next thing I want to cover is the 100 list. I am certain that some of you got well over 100, and that is fantastic. That's wonderful. And I'm also certain there might have been some of you that struggled to get to 100. Maybe you struggled to get to 40. And I just wanted to let you know that I can relate to that. Prior to Scentsy, I was a stay-at-home mom. I happen to have children with disabilities, and so I literally stayed at home a lot. I did a lot of volunteering in disability-related organizations, but as far as having a lot of contacts outside of that, I really didn't. And therefore, when I joined and I had to think about my list of 100, when it came to my family, I'm just going to be honest, that was pretty much zip. I didn't really have anybody to write down there in that category. And when it came to my coworkers, well, that's an obvious zip. Didn't have that luxury either. So I had to find my way, not necessarily the easy way, and I didn't have an overwhelming list with lots and lots and lots of names. But what I did have was the list that I created, which was approximately 40 names that I worked as if it was a list of 100. And I did find that those names, they actually grew. So just to give you an example, one of the individuals on that list was my hairdresser. And of course, I had to share Scentsy with my hairdresser. And as a result of doing so, I actually loaned her a warmer for a week. It was about 5 business days. I took it in with some fragrance. I put it right in her reception area. And within the week, she had referred me to several new people that I didn't even know. However, now next to her name on my list of 100, I could jot down these new customers that had contacted me for purchases. So that one person's name turned into 3 or 4 within 5 days of me sharing Scentsy with them. So that's how this can work, and it can build. If you'll be disciplined to use the list, work the list, revisit the list, and this is something you should be doing throughout your Scentsy journey. So that's one piece I want to touch on. Another thing I want to help you do, most difficult part of building a Scentsy business, or any business for that matter, is building a strong customer base. And I want to share with you some ideas on ways to help you get out there and build that customer base. Something that I have found to be very helpful or effective is gifting. So if you have a room spray that you've had, or maybe you've just ordered, or maybe you have a team member that lives close by and you could trade out with something you do have on hand, think of someone that you know that would really benefit from the room spray. For example, maybe your children go to daycare, so there's lots of people in and out, and they would have a lot of use for that room spray. Maybe next time you're going to your hair salon, or even your doctor's office, if you're on a real personal basis with them and they have lots of employees and nurses and staff. Ask them, tell them you would like to gift them one of our room sprays. Let them know these are perfect for their bathrooms. And once they put it in there and they start using it, and their coworkers start using it, the other employees start using it, maybe some of the parents when they come to pick up and drop off start using it, the next thing you know, they're going to be saying, oh my gosh, what is this room spray? This is fantastic. Who do you get your Scentsy from? This is great. I love this smell and I love Scentsy. I need a Scentsy consultant. Who knows where this came from? There will be talk, and of course I recommend having a label on that room spray to make it a little simpler. But the point is, by sharing and gifting something as simple as a room spray, you would be surprised if you do so in a way that's going to receive a lot of traffic. You can get referrals, and you can also, of course, write that off as well. So you want to keep track of anything that you do gift, give away, use for marketing purposes and such. But I assure you, if you do this, it can generate business and customers. Once we get those customers, we already know, and we're going to learn a lot more ways too. We're going to take such great care of them through our follow-up, our customer service, by offering them samples of things when we give them their orders, and of course by doing a great job of packaging and setting ourselves apart so that they would never want to buy Scentsy from anyone else. So we will take care of that. But we also just have to keep working consistently on increasing that customer base and our list of 100. And these are some ways to do so. Another thing that I found to be successful is our Scentsy body products. If you don't have them, own them, or use them, you need to be. Because I'm telling you, number one, they're just wonderful and awesome. But secondly, they will generate business for you. I always use, my personal favorite is sea salt and avocado, but I've had several others as well. That's just the one I happen to love in the moment. And I always have the hand cream in my purse or tote bag or wherever I'm at. And I always make sure that I smell fabulous. And so just recently, for example, I was on a dentist visit, and the lady was cleaning my teeth, and it was time for the dentist to come in. And as soon as the dentist came in, the first comment was, oh my gosh, it smells amazing in here. Tracy, how does it smell so good in here? We don't have a warmer, and they don't have warmers in the individual dental offices, just in the bathroom and the reception area. And I told him right then, I said, that was because I'm wearing Scentsy Body. So I was able to share that with them. And now, of course, they're like, Scentsy Body? What Scentsy Body? They had no idea. So I was able to share with them and let them know what it was. And, of course, that's going to generate interest and orders. I do want to make a note. We do usually have samples available for purchase in the Scentsy Family Store. Or, of course, you can buy them as well. But I wanted to let you know that if you check the Scentsy Family Store, we oftentimes do have different samples already pre-made if that's easier for you, or you can make your own to share that. Another thing that I recently found to be very successful is one of my friend's sons is an Uber driver. So he has people constantly in and out of his car. And when she was telling me that he had recently became an Uber driver, I was like, oh my gosh, I need you to take home this Scentsy Fresh and have him douse his car with it, of course, all the fabric parts of the car, and let him know if he sends me customers, I will keep track and I will reward him for those referrals. And again, think of ways you can gift or sample out to generate interest, because it truly will. And most customers are still not aware of all the other categories that we offer. And the more items we can get customers using, besides just our warmers and our wax or our diffusers and our oils, the more reason they have to keep coming back and to share. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope that you guys will go out and share and start thinking of ways to generate interest and build your customer base.